Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, now last lecture we have discussed the structure, objectives, and outcome of this course, and also we have discussed some of the basics of image processing. Right, it's different. What we can say, components, requirement, and all that. Now, today we will actually start with the unit number first, that is digital image processing fundamentals. Means now in this unit we are going to discuss why image processing, then what is image processing, its different applications, right? A wide area of application it has that uses image processing and as well as video processing. Then what is digital image, how to transform that into a digital image, right? For that is nothing but sampling and quantization. Then what are the image resolutions that we must understand, right? uh, uh, Yesterday I mentioned you are talking about the megapixel cameras. I have this megapixel, I have that megapixel camera. So what actually that means? So that particular image resolution, that also we are going to discuss. Then basic steps in the image processing. Then fundamental components that image processing system required, that also we are going to discuss. Then basic relationship between the pixel, that also we are going to discuss. And last but not the least, different color models, that means RGB, HSI, uh, then YMQ, that all different color models, that also we are going to discuss in this unit. Okay, so these are the points related to this unit and that we are going to discuss step by step. Now, first, before starting to anything, in a one picture I will clear you the idea why we require image processing, right? So that's a funny picture you can able to see. Now in a simple manner I will explain you why it is necessary to or it is why it is necessary to study this subject, right? So have a look on this slide. Now first is, what is image, right? What is image? Now, need not to actually mention, image can be anything which has two dimension or three dimensions seen, right? Which can be a continuous signal. Unless we are not converting that into a digital one, it's a continuous signal. Or after conversion of, it can be a digital signal which can be of array or a matrix of pixels and that are arranged in a columns and rows. Remember, I'm talking about after converting that into a digital one. So that is all about. And what is the image? It's a simple two-dimensional or three-dimensional scene. If someone asks you a simple definition, what do you mean by image? Right? What is image? It's a special representation of two-dimensional or maybe a 3D scene. That's what image is. Now, again, if you have converted that image into a digital form, then its definition will change slightly, and that would be, image is an array or a matrix of a pixel, and that is arranged in a rows and column form. That is arranged in a rows and column form. So following two pictures are the simply image. These are the 2D image because it don't have the third dimension, but it could have that third dimension also that can be considered as a image, right? So very simple definition of image is a spatial representation of 2D or 3D scene. Anything, any scene, any visual, what we can say, any visual scene, right? That may be a 3D or 2D that you can consider as an image. A very simple definition of image. Now, look at this slide. Will you consider this as a very good image or good scene? Of course not. Okay. Now, consider this image. Yeah, something is better than the previous one. Yeah. And now consider the third one. Wow. Now you got all the things clear, right? That's why we require a image processing, right? With this, what we can say, a funny example, I tried to clear you why we require this course or why we require this subject, right? The first one was the very blurred one with low contrast. Second one was a little blurred or little improved than the previous one. And third one, it's all the what we can say the defaults or the faults where whichever the present that we have all removed, and now we have a crystal clear scene of that image. So this is what image processing is, and that's why we require image processing. Instead of discussing anything, with the help of a very simple funny example, I have made you clear why we require image processing and what is image processing, right? To improve the image quality, and obviously why we require image processing, to get the better scene or to get the better picture. That's why we require a image processing. So I hope you have through with this. Now we will stick with now the only digital image processing, as we are not considering the analog part of it. So we have converted, or everything that is analog, that we have converted into a digital through a sampling and quantization, and now we will discuss only on that digital part. That means in this subject we will consider that we have converted that analog image signal into digital one, and now we are processing on that digital signal only. Okay, so we have assumed that everything in this subject or everything related to image processing, that is in the digital form, because that we have converted into a digital form. So we will talk about just the digital signal processing. We will not consider much on analog part, because to process the signal, obviously to get the many advantages, we must have to convert that analog image signal into digital, and then only we can able to process on that. So point to remember is, just remember that we are talking about the digital signal and its processing. That means digital image and its processing. Okay, you have to assume that we have converted that signal into a digital form. How to convert, that is the just that sampling and quantization part that I will discuss later on. But the part is to remember is, we have converted that image, and now we have the digital image, and now we have to process on that. This point you have to remember. Now what is digital image processing? A very simple discipline in which both the input and outputs in the form of digital images. That means input is also a digital one, and after process the output will also, you will get is a digital image only. It will not get analog image. Okay, you are just processing on that digital image, and output is also a digital image only. Okay, so this is what the digital image processing is. Now what are the advantages of digital image processing? That means why we have to convert that analog image into a digital image and then we have to process. What are the advantages of having that digital image? So first one is, it removes the visual quality, it improves the visual quality of image and the distribution of the intensity, right? Because all the things you are using right now, from the your selfie to some yesterday I told you, it is as simple as your selfie, a simple selfie, and it is as complex as a satellite image processing, right? So anything you take, anything, it is in the form of digital. The selfie that you take on your mobile, that is gets the stored into your mobile device. In which form that it gets stored? It is in analog form or a digital form? Obviously it is a digital form. That means whatever the digital thing, it has better visuality and better distribution of intensity, and very big advantage is the accuracy improves tremendously with the digital system. Accuracy is one of the biggest advantage of having digital system or anything to be a digital. Accuracy, it requires less space, right? These are the some common advantages that you can tell about the digital system, right? Anyone, what are the basic advantage of having digital signal? Anything, forget about the image processing, but why you require to convert anything into a digital form? What are the what we can say important advantage of that? Can anyone tell?
For approximation.
Yeah, it has good approximation, memory required is less, accuracy get improves, quality get improves, right? Digital signal processing, we have many algorithms, so the processing will get easy, right? With the help of different algorithm, different circuits, right? So to process the digital signal is very easy as compared to the analog signal. So that's why we are considering the digital image processing. Now you can go through the advantages that are listed here. It can easily process and degrade image of uncoverable objects. This is the again one of the important advantage. Now third one is, it can process an image in such a way that the result is more suitable than the original image. That means quality gets improved. Then images can be easily modified using number of techniques that is only possible with the help of digital image only. Then image compression techniques reduces the amount of data required to represent a digital image. That means storage will get reduced, or the storage size will get reduced in digital image processing as compared to the analog one. Now the mathematical logical operations can be performed on the image with the help of digital systems and digital what we can say image. It is very easy to perform that onto a digital image as compared to the analog image. Analog image, to add to analog signals or to subtract or to multiply to analog signal is a much tedious job. But if you have the digitalized version of it, it is very easy job there. So digital image is always advantageous. And the last part is, image segmentation is to use to detect discontinuities. That means what we can say in a nutshell is, with the help of digital image processing, you can process on that image very easily. Just remember this point. If you convert that analog signal or analog image signal into a digital one, the processing is very much easy. The processing is very much easy. This is the very important point. Now next is, now what is digital image? Okay, now we have talked about the why we require image processing, then why we require only a digital image processing. Now we will discuss what actually the digital image is, right? Now we have already discussed the definition of image. A simple image, what is that? It is a spatial representation of any 2D or 3D scene. That is what the image. But now what is a digital image? It is defined, or it can be a two-dimensional function f comma y, where this x and y is a spatial coordinates and f is the amplitude at that coordinate. म्हणजे digital image म्हणजे काय? It is a two-dimensional function f of x and y, or f of x comma y. त्याच्यात ते x आणि y काय आहेत? That is the spatial coordinates. And what is the f? is the amplitude at that coordinate. So in this way, you can represent a digital image, right? Now that amplitude F is also called the intensity or gray level of that image. It is also called the intensity or gray level of that image. म्हणजे digital image म्हणजे काय? Digital image may be defined as two-dimensional function f of x, y. Digital image हे two-dimensional function आहे. कशाचं? f of x, y. In that, what is f is amplitude at that coordinate, and what is x, y? These are the coordinates that you are considering, or that is the spatial plane coordinates. That is the spatial coordinates. The spatial means the physical. Spatial means the physical, actual physical coordinates. त्या लोकेशनचे coordinates, that is x आणि y, आणि त्या coordinatesला असलेला amplitude म्हणजे f, आणि या f of x, y नी मिळून तुमची डिजिटल इमेज तयार होते. अँड ऑफकोर्स इट इज अ two-dimensional function. It is a two-dimensional function. How we are getting that? That we will discuss later on. Okay. Now, when this x and y coordinates and this amplitude f, it is of value that is a finite, discrete, as well as what we can say, it's a integer, then we can call it as a digital image. म्हणजे हे जे x आणि y coordinates आहेत आणि तो f amplitude आहेत, हे कसे पाहिजेत? That should be a finite and that should be a discrete quantities. Then we can call it as a digital image. Then we can call it as a digital image. Now, this digital image processing refers to the processing digital images by the mean of a digital computers. Of course, have you seen the analog computers? No, it is of size like it can occupy your entire classroom. If you bring that into your college, it can occupy your entire classroom. So whatever we are now operating and whatever we are now working on, that is all a digital computers. Now you just now forget about the analog one. That's now what we can say past, and that was like old age era. Analog nowadays it is old age era. Now everything, every a single device you consider, that is only digital. That's it. Okay. Now obviously, if you want to process that digital image, you require a digital computer. Okay. Now the digital image can be composed of a finite number of elements, and each of that elements which has a particular location. That location is nothing but that spatial coordinate. That means x, y, that coordinates is nothing but the location, and a value. Value means what? That amplitude value, that is f. म्हणजे तो डिजिटल इमेज मधला जो प्रत्येक पार्ट आहे किंवा त्याला आपण पिक्सेल म्हणणार आहोत, त्या लोकेशनचा जो स्क्वेअर तयार होईल त्याला आपण पिक्सेल म्हणणार आहोत. त्या पिक्सेल त्याला पिक्सेलच्या प्रॉपर्टीज काय असतात? It must have a location, that means it must have a coordinate, and it must have a value, amplitude value, that is represented by f, and x and y are the coordinates. This is how you can form a digital image out of any analog image. Clear with this? Now again, see, we have this we will elaborate that concept more clearly here. Now this is the only image, real image. आपण नुसत्या इमेजची डेफिनेशन काय पाहिली? It is a spatial coordinate, it is a spatial representation of any 2D or 3D scene. म्हणजे कुठल्याही 2-dimensional किंवा 3-dimensional सीनचं, की ज्याला आपण पिक्चर म्हणतो, त्या पिक्चरचं स्पॅशियल रिप्रेझेंटेशन म्हणजे इमेज. नुसतं इमेज आपण कन्सिडर करतो ना, डिजिटल इमेज आपण नाही अजून कन्सिडर केली. What do you mean by image? It's a spatial representation of any 2D or 3D scene. Now consider this image, a small part of moon. Now this image is nothing but a image, only image. I will call it as a only image. It has स्पेशल कोऑर्डिनेट्स दिस एक्स कॉमा वाय, बरोबर आहे की नाही. हा जर का तुम्ही एक्स ऍक्सिस घेतला, हा जर का तुम्ही वाय ऍक्सिस घेतला, तर या पॉइंटची व्हॅल्यू तुम्ही डिराईव्ह करू शकता का नाही? येस, ऑब्विसली इट मस्ट हॅव एनी एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट व्हॅल्यू, इट मस्ट हॅव अ वाय कोऑर्डिनेट व्हॅल्यू. त्याला एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट व्हॅल्यू आहे, वाय कोऑर्डिनेट व्हॅल्यू आहे का नाही? दॅट मीन्स इट इज अ image, and special coordinates are x and y. This is the x value, this is the y value. Now what is this g? G is the proportional to the amplitude at that point. म्हणजे ह्या पॉइंटचा x आणि y कोऑर्डिनेट्स म्हणजे x आणि y, आणि ह्या पॉइंटचा amplitude म्हणजे g. Right? Now this same concept we will discuss with the help of digital image. Now if we divide this analog image with the help of this array, आता इथे तुम्हाला हे लहान लहान स्क्वेअर बॉक्स दिसतात का नाही? लहान लहान स्क्वेअर बॉक्स दिसतात. म्हणजे आता मी काय केलं, ह्या अनालॉग इमेजला आय हॅव अप्लाइड सम सॅम्पलिंग अँड क्वांटायझेशन प्रिन्सिपल, अँड आय हॅव what we can say digitized this image with the help of this array structure. This small square boxes is a one array. Likewise, we have digitized this image into array structure. Ata, now what is digital image? A digital image is the sampling and quantization of this real image. या रिअल इमेजचं तुम्ही सॅम्पलिंग अँड क्वांटायझेशन केले की तुम्हाला काय मिळणार? डिजिटल इमेज मिळणार. ती कशी? It is a sampling and quantization of a two-dimensional real image, both in spatial coordinates and brightness. Both in a spatial coordinate and brightness. म्हणजे a digital image I of m comma n is equal to samples of g of x comma y. आणि हे g of x comma y is what? This image, g of x comma y. After sampling and quantization with this, you will get this I of m comma n, and that is a digital image. In this same concept, where this m is the m coordinate value, n is the n coordinate value, and this I is the intensity or amplitude or gray level value of m and n. म्हणजे m म्हणजे ही m axis value, हे n म्हणजे n axis value, आणि हा I म्हणजे ह्या पॉइंटचा एम्प्लिट्यूड, या पॉइंटचा एम्प्लिट्यूड. राइट? इन दिस वे यू कॅन एबल टू फाइंड अ डिफरंट लोकेशन्स अँड डिफरंट कोऑर्डिनेट्स अँड डिफरंट आय व्हॅल्यूज. राइट? असं तुम्ही प्रत्येक क्रॉस पॉइंटला वेअर द एम अँड एन ऍक्सिस आर इंटरसेक्टिंग इच अदर, या प्रत्येक पॉइंटची तुम्ही व्हॅल्यू इथे काढू शकता. अँड दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ पिक्सेल. That particular point is called as a pixel. That means pixel nothing but the intersection of the rows and columns. Pixel means what? It is a intersection of that spatial coordinates. Right? इथे तुम्हाला हे स्क्वेअर बॉक्स दिसतात का नाही? हे प्रत्येक एकमेकाला each vertical line is intersecting each and every horizontal line. प्रत्येक उभी लाईन आडव्या लाईनला छेदते का नाही इथं? मग तो जो इंटरसेक्टिंग पॉइंट आहे दॅट इज नथिंग बट द पिक्सेल. आणि त्या पॉइंटचे कोऑर्डिनेट व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे त्या पॉइंटची एक्स ऍक्सिस किंवा वाय ऍक्सिस, किंवा इन दिस एक्झाम्पल वी हॅव कन्सिडर्ड द एम ऍक्सिस अँड एन ऍक्सिस. ते एम आणि एन म्हणजे ह्या पॉइंटचं लोकेशन झालं, आणि त्या पॉइंटचा एम्प्लिट्यूड म्हणजे आय व्हॅल्यू झाली. मीन्स आय ऑफ एम कॉमा एन. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता you can I don't know whether you can able to see or not, it require much zoom, but पहिला पॉइंट, ह्या पॉइंटचं लोकेशन काय येणार? m is 1, n is 1, and don't know amplitude. Amplitude may be it is black image, so amplitude may be a 0. Right? मग ह्याचं रिप्रेझेंटेशन कसं होणार? 0 in bracket 1,1. म्हणजे त्या 1,1 या कोऑर्डिनेटला 0 एम्प्लिट्यूड आहे असं त्याचं मीनिंग होतं. लाईकवाईज यू कॅन कन्वर्ट एनी अनालॉग इमेज इनटू अ डिजिटल इमेज विथ द हेल्प ऑफ सॅम्पलिंग अँड क्वांटायझेशन. दॅट मीन्स डिजिटल इमेज इज इक्वल टू सॅम्पल्स ऑफ दॅट कंटिन्युअस इमेज वेअर m and n are the integers and the spatial coordinates, and I is the intensity or amplitude or gray level value at m, n पॉइंट. आयलाच काय म्हणतात इंटेन्सिटी, इंटेन्सिटीलाच अँप्लिट्यूड, अँप्लिट्यूडलाच ग्रे लेवल. दॅट मीन्स इंटेन्सिटी, अँप्लिट्यूड ऑर ग्रे लेवल इज वन अँड द सेम. त्याच्यात कन्फ्यूज व्हायचं नाही. कुणी म्हणेल व्हॉट इज इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ m, n म्हणजेच त्याचा अँप्लिट्यूड काय आहे, म्हणजेच त्याची ग्रे लेवल काय आहे. दॅट इज वन अँड द सेम थिंग. दॅट्स वाय आय हॅव मेन्शन्ड हिअर इंटेन्सिटी ऑर अँप्लिट्यूड ऑर ग्रे लेवल. ती एकाचीच तीन नाव आहेत, त्याच्यात कन्फ्यूज व्हायचं नाही. इंटेन्सिटी म्हणजेच अँप्लिट्यूड, अँप्लिट्यूड म्हणजेच ग्रे लेवल, आणि ग्रे लेवल म्हणजेच परत इंटेन्सिटी. दॅट इज वन अँड ऑल. That is one and the same. Clear with this? So this is how you can convert any analog image into a digital image with the help of sampling and quantization. And this is how you can look the converted image, right? You have to apply this 2D array, right, to get the sampling and quantization. Once you apply this array onto a continuous signal, म्हणजे ही तुमची कंटिन्युअस इमेज आहे, त्याला तुम्ही हा अरे अप्लाय केलाय फॉर द सॅम्पलिंग अँड क्वांटायझेशन. हा अरे अप्लाय करणं म्हणजेच सॅम्पलिंग आणि क्वांटायझेशन करणं. whenever you are applying this 2D array to a continuous image, that means you are sampling and quantizing that image. Now in this case, प्रत्येक intersection point, that means every vertical line and every horizontal line, it must have one intersection point, not one, whatever the number of vertical lines and number of horizontal line, it must have a single intersection point. That intersection point is called as a pixel, and it must have a particular coordinate value, and it must have amplitude value, and it is represented by I of m, n, where m is the m axis value, n is the n axis value, म्हणजे n axis वरच्या coordinate ची value, m म्हणजे m axis च्या coordinate ची value, and I is amplitude at m, n, आणि I म्हणजे त्या पॉइंटचा amplitude. This is how you can convert that the analog image into a digital image. Clear with this? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना हे?
Yes, sir.
If you have any query, you can ask me right now related to this. So this is about digital image. Now we will discuss the next point, that is types of digital image. Types of digital image. Okay, now these are the three types of digital image. First type is a image to image processing. Image to image processing, or it can be known as low level process or simply a image processing. Now what is image to image processing? Means input should be the image and output should be image only, right? And after processing the input image, you are getting the image only. After processing the input image, you are getting the image only. That means this is the first type of image processing, that is image to image processing. म्हणजे ज्यामध्ये एक इनपुट इमेज असते, त्याच्यावर तुम्ही प्रोसेस करता and you are getting the modified image. That means input is also image, output is also image. This is the first type, and this type of processing can be known as image processing or low level process. Image processing किंवा त्याला काय म्हणतात, low level process. Low level process म्हणजेच काय, image to image processing म्हणजेच काय, image processing. This is one and the same thing. Second type is image to information processing. For example, you have one image with you. You have one image with you. Now, when if you check the properties of that image, what you can able to see there. एखाद्या इमेजची जेव्हा तुम्ही प्रॉपर्टीज मध्ये जाऊन बघता, तुम्हाला काय दिसतं, त्याची साईज दिसते, बरोबर आहे. त्याचं कॉम्प्रेशन कुठलं केलंय ते दिसतं, इफ यू हॅव कॉम्प्रेस दॅट इमेज. म्हणजे आता तुम्ही काय करताय, युअर इनपुट इज इमेज, बट नाव युअर आउटपुट इज इन्फॉर्मेशन. काय पाहिजे तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्मेशन, त्या इमेजची साईज पाहिजे तुम्हाला. यू हॅव टू, यू वॉन्ट टू calculate or you want to get the size of that image. That's the second type of image processing, image to information processing. म्हणजे इनपुट ही इमेज आहे पण आउटपुट तुम्हाला इमेज नको आहे, तुम्हाला त्या इमेज मधली काही इन्फॉर्मेशन पाहिजे. सो दॅट इज इमेज टू इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग, अँड धिस कॅन बी नोन ॲज मिड लेवल प्रोसेस ऑर इमेज अनालिसिस. इमेज अनालिसिस. इमेज प्रोसेसिंग म्हणजे काय? लो लेवल प्रोसेस मीन्स image to image processing. In that, input is image, output is also an image. But in case of image to information processing, input is image but output is information, and this type of image processing is called as mid-level process or image analysis. It can be known as mid-level process or image analysis. Now the third type is information to image processing. Information to image processing. For example, input is your information and output is your image. I can give you the example of this. For example, if you have the different information about any geographical area, right? If I told you the some geographical points or latitudes and longitude, now you can construct that particular image with the help of that information. For example, मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की एका पर्टिक्युलर लॅटिट्यूड आणि लॉन्जिट्यूडची मी तुम्हाला माहिती दिली. Now what you can able to do, whatever the image or whatever the information is placed at particular latitude and longitude, you can extract with the help of that information. म्हणजे त्या इन्फॉर्मेशन वरनं तुम्ही इमेज कन्स्ट्रक्ट करू शकता. अँड दिस इज द व्हेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स एरिया ऑफ इमेज प्रोसेसिंग, अँड दॅट्स वाय इट इज नोन ॲज हाय लेवल प्रोसेस ऑर इमेज विजन. हाय लेवल प्रोसेस ऑर इमेज विजन. So this is the third type, information to image processing, or it can be known as high level process or image vision, where in that input is the information and output is image. Now we have discussed these three types: image to image or low level process, then image to information or a mid level process, or information to image, that is high level process. Now what are the different operations that can include in this image processing, image analysis, and image vision? Now this low level process, it can be reduce the noise, or this low level process or this image to image processing can be used to reduce the noise for image enhancement purpose or image restoration purpose. Now when you have to go for this image analysis or mid-level process, right, when you want to segment something, that means segmentation, classification, morphology, representation, and recognition, these operations can be considered at this mid-level process or image analysis. These operations can be considered as a low-level process or image processing. And the higher end, that means in the high-level process, it can be making sense of an ensemble of recognized object. That means if you talk about the computer vision or OpenCV, that all complex part of image processing comes under this high level process, right? So these are the types of image processing. Now next point is we will talk, we have already discussed the image processing, but little bit we must talk about the history of that image processing, where this area, or who has what we can say started expanding this area or this great field of image processing. So the very first application of this digital image was to print a picture in a newspaper. 1921 साली हे पहिलं पिक्चर एका न्यूजपेपर मध्ये प्रिंट झालं होतं with the help of telegraph printer. With the help of telegraph printer 1921 साली हे पहिलं डिजिटल पिक्चर एका न्यूजपेपर मध्ये प्रिंट झालं होतं. राईट. Introduction to the Bartlane cable picture transmission system in the early 1920s reduced the time required to transport a picture across the Atlantic for more than 1 week to less than 3 hours. म्हणजे पहिले काय व्हायचं, you have to actually you have to actually capture that picture analogically. त्याचा फोटो काढावा लागायचा आणि तो फोटो तुम्हाला त्या पाठवावा लागायचा न्यूजपेपर स्टेशनला. पण with the help of this digitalization, with the help of the wireless transmission, now in 1921 the first digital picture was produced with the help of this telegraph printer, and it was published in that newspaper. So this is how the image processing started evolving and started developing since 1920. म्हणजे इमेज प्रोसेसिंग काय आज आलेलं नाही, 1920 सालापासून हे चालू आहे. अँड स्टील इट इज इन ऍडव्हान्समेंट प्रोसेस, स्टील इट इज इन ऍडव्हान्सिंग प्रोसेस, राईट. ते जे पहिलं डिव्हाइस होतं, सो दॅट इज this big device is nothing but telegraphic printer. This is the first digital image printing device that is used in 1921 to print that picture. Here is a sender, and here you can print that picture on this paper. So this is a very what we can say, आता हे तुम्हाला बघायलाही मिळणार नाही. This is the first telegraphic printer who had printed that first digital image, and that what got published on that newspaper. So this is how, means what I want to tell, this area is developing since 1920 and still it is in a developing mode, and it is developing like what we can say, anything, means it has overriding many old technologies, and it has enabled us many new technologies that even we have assumed it won't happen in a future, but nowadays we are actually using that with the help of this image processing. म्हणजे जे आपल्याला अशक्य वाटलेलं ते आज आपण सगळं करतोय या इमेज प्रोसेसिंग मुळे, बरोबर आहे. So this is how this is the very brief history about this image processing. Now next and very important point that we will discuss is applications of image processing. Applications of image processing. But okay, this point we will discuss in tomorrow's lecture. For today we will stop here. So up till now we have discussed the what do you mean by image, right? I have given you the clear idea about the what is image and what is digital image. Now I have also made you clear about why we require a digital image processing, what are different advantage of having digital image processing. Also I have briefed you about the some history of image processing, and now we are discussing the applications of image processing. Okay, so in tomorrow's lecture we will discuss this digital applications of digital image processing part. For today we will stop here. If you have any query, you can ask me right now, no problem. See, don't hesitate to ask your doubts. Session should be interactive one, or you will get bored then. If you have any query, you are free to ask, no problem. Whatever we have covered up till now, if you have any query, you can ask. Yeah, there is one question came from Miss Pooja. If we want to increase the quality of that image, then what will be the role of that amplitude? Very relevant question. So when we will discuss that, what we can say, different types of images, that means black and white image, grayscale image, and color image. At that moment I will answer your question. Okay, at that point I will answer this question, but for time being, I will explain you in brief. Now tell me, if you want to represent anything, right, in digital, so it obviously it has to be only a bit representation, either 0 or 1. But now tell me one thing, if I told you, okay, represent this thing with the help of 4 bit, it is 0 and 1, but each bit is of 4 bit. Now tell me whether you can able to tell the details or not. मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की फक्त 0 आणि 1 हे दोनच बिट वापरून तुम्ही मला इन्फॉर्मेशन द्या. येस, यू कॅन गिव्ह, बट दॅट इज अ व्हेरी रफ इन्फॉर्मेशन. पण मी आता जर का तुम्हाला असं सांगितलं, नाउ यू कॅन यूज 8 bit. Now you can use 8 bit and now you can give me the information about something. तुम्ही मला जास्त इन्फॉर्मेशन द्याल का कमी इन्फॉर्मेशन द्याल?
Obviously, जास्त.
Just information there means what? Now you have in that amplitude is nothing but that bits 0 or 1. Now how many bits you are used to represent that amplitude? जेवढे जास्त बिट तुम्ही तो अँप्लिट्यूड रिप्रेझेंट करायला वापराल तेवढी जास्त क्वालिटी आणि इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्हाला मिळणार. म्हणजे ऍज नंबर ऑफ बिट्स यू रिक्वायर टू रिप्रेझेंट दॅट अँप्लिट्यूड इज as much as large, you will get picture quality is very very good. बघा ना, आपण दोनच बिट वापरतोय तेव्हा आपल्याला काय मिळते? 0 and 1, अ ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट पिक्चर. आपण जेव्हा 8 बिट वापरतोय, दॅट मीन्स 256 डिफरंट लेवल्स, वी आर गेटिंग द ग्रे लेवल इमेज. दॅट मीन्स अ मच बेटर ऑफ ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट इमेज. अँड व्हेन यू आर रिप्रेझेंटिंग अ 3 डिफरंट कलर अँड ईच ऑफ द कलर ऑफ 8 बिट्स, म्हणजे आर 8 बिटची, ग्रीन 8 बिटचा आणि ब्ल्यू कलर 8 बिटचा, टोटल किती बिट झाले? 24 बिट. मग आता मला सांगा, 2 बिटची इमेज चांगली असेल, 8 बिटची इमेज चांगली असेल का 24 बिटची इमेज चांगली असेल? कुठली इमेज चांगली असेल?
24.
Means what you have did here? You have made the amplitude value increase so that you can get the color image. म्हणजे फॉर टाइम बिंग एवढं लक्षात ठेवा, जेवढं एक पिक्सेल रिप्रेझेंट करायला जेवढे नंबर ऑफ बिट्स तुम्ही जास्त वापराल तेवढं तुम्हाला त्या इमेजची क्वालिटी चांगली मिळणार. आय होप आय हॅव आन्सर्ड युअर क्वेश्चन. ओके,
Yes, sir.
एनीवन एल्स? Anyone want to ask anything? तुम्हाला समजतंय का नाही ते पहिले क्लिअर सांगा मला. I hope
Yes.
you
Yes,
all of
sir,
you are
yes.
getting everything well. Okay, fine. Then we will stop here. From tomorrow lecture, we will start with the applications of digital image processing. Okay.